Welcome to Chapter 11 of The Good Earth. As always, I will begin with a brief synopsis of the chapter, followed by some key points to pay attention to, and then finish off with some big ideas that the author is looking at, as well as asking some questions that I think are important to consider as you read the chapter. Wang Lung and his family arrive in the South, and he now has to learn an entirely different lifestyle, one supported by welfare and begging. Here Olan takes over, explaining that as a child her family lived with this way several times, and she proceeds to tell Wang Lung and the kids what they need to do to survive. When the kids want to make a game out of begging and laugh at each other's attempts to look distraught, she beats them until they have a reason to cry and then sends them out to beg again. She realizes that the best way to show sadness is to have something to be sad about. Wang Lung finds work pulling a rickshaw, but he is not good at his work and doesn't understand the economics. In order to operate the rickshaw, he has to take it on loan, and at the end of the day, he must pay the rent out of his earnings, which leaves him very little profit. His first experiences don't go well, and he learns quickly that he will be cheated at every chance. There are a couple of things to notice in this chapter. First of all, the notion of hard work and thrift bringing success and prosperity seems to have been reversed, whereas in the first chapter, these virtues seem to be rewarded. In chapter 11, they seem to be punished. So pay attention to which forces seem to be keeping Wang Lung down. Try to evaluate why the author shows them and not others. Also, pay attention to the children and to the family. They are undergoing some changes. Finally, watch for any details that give hints about the bigger picture of Chinese society that Wang Lung finds himself in. Some big questions that can help relate the novel to today would be to think about the economic forces that are at play today. How has the bigger economic picture changed? Consider things like welfare, retirement, large and small companies, unemployment, trade deals. How did these affect your life? Why? How do people learn about these things? Even if you do learn about them, what can you do? What can Wang Long and Olan do that they are not already doing? Do you think the author is missing anything? Is her portrayal accurate or is it sensationalized?